Now, I have no doubt, y'all, that Tim Walz and Kamala and their staffers internally had a conversation. And Tim Walz looked at them and said, let me at him. Let me at him. Now, for a very long time, they were kind of hiding Kamala. They were also hiding Tim Walz. He wasn't really doing the interview circuit and getting out there as much as he should have been. And, myself and many, many other people were all saying the same thing. This guy's a massive asset. You need to get him out there. He's really, really good at this, right? I mean, he had done a bunch of interviews when he was being considered for VP. Every single interview he did went viral and had a moment that became a big moment. It was him shooting from the hip. He came up with the whole weird line against Republicans that took off like wildfire, right? Clearly, he's really, really good at this part of politics. He's great at interviews. He's great at like witty soundbite type attacks. Very talented. And they had handcuffed him for a while, and they were really playing defense in the campaign. And my guess is they all took a look at the polls and they said, okay, maybe this race is too close for comfort. You know, we're not comfortable with where we're at. And why don't we go back to what we were doing early on? Namely, let's ride a wave of enthusiasm and be a little more aggressive, define our opponent more clearly. And so they have unleashed Tim Walz. I am very happy to report to you they have unleashed Tim Walz. He is not fucking around. So let's start with this clip right here. This is the one that went mega viral. Look, 19.2 million views on Twitter. Now, I think they juiced their numbers, so maybe it's like 9 million, but even so, that's colossal. He goes after Trump here, but he also goes after, for the first time that I've seen a Democrat do this, he goes in on Elon Musk. Let's watch.
And that's not a joke. But look, I'm not going to waste all the time I'm in. I'm going to talk about his running mate. His running mate, Elon Musk.
Crowd is feeling it. Crowd is feeling it.
Seriously. Where is Senator Vance after he got asked the simplest question in the world at the debate? Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election? And after 2 weeks, he finally said, no, he didn't. That's where he's been spending his time. But that's it. So, look, Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dipshit on these things. You know it.
You know, a lot of people, tried to flip this on Walz and said, look, you got some weird body movements yourself there, fella. But my response to that is, don't give a fuck. Still love the attack. Because Elon does do that weird thing where he jumps like an autistic toddler. You know, he jumps in the air. And somebody pointed out the other day on Twitter that, like, that's him trying to make an X with his body, which is why he does it all the time. But it doesn't look like that. It just looks like he's awkwardly jumping, right? And so that was a moment. Everybody said, you look like a fucking goofball. You look like a weirdo. You know who else thought it looked weird? Donald Trump. Look at Donald Trump's face as Elon is behind him doing that. He's got a look on his face like, why do I have to fucking campaign with this idiot? Fuck this guy. God damn it. Give me the money and piss off. That's the face that Donald Trump has on. And look, if Joe Biden in 2020 or Kamala and Tim Walz this time around, if they were barnstorming the country, doing events with George Soros, where George Soros would give speeches, and George Soros was very present and campaigning for these people day in and day out, making arguments for them, doing misinformation and lies against the Democratic opponent. If that was George Soros, everybody on the right would be like, oh my God. It's out in the open. The deep state, the cabal of globalists, it's out in the open. Here's the conspiracy right here. George Soros, the oligarch, kleptocrat, evil billionaire, is front and center. What's going on here? This is the most corrupt thing I've ever seen in my life, ever. And it's not even close. But when it's Elon Musk on the other side, the literal richest man in the world, trying to buy the election for Donald Trump, mum's the word on the right, and you still have a bunch of idiots out there pretending like, oh, bro, Trump's a populist. Trump's anti-establishment, which is why he's campaigning with the richest guy in the world and sucking him off on a regular basis and talking about how he wants to give rich people tax cuts, bro. So anti-establishment, bro. It's like, let's stop playing this stupid game. And the other thing is, Elon has been out there way too long with way too much dirt on him for nobody to ever lay a fucking glove on his dumb ass. Okay? Who are we kidding? This is the guy who said, I'm going to save Twitter because of free speech. I love free speech. Then he comes in there and starts banning journalists he doesn't like. banning Ken Klippenstein because of the J.D. Vance dossier, banning the Elon Jet account, which was taking publicly available information and putting it out there, right? The guy is a total hack. The guy is a total fraud. I highly recommend you go watch Thunderfoot videos on Elon Musk. He's tracked his business career to this point, and it's all a myth, just like with Trump. Oh, it's a myth of him being a great businessman. He bankrupted his businesses 6 different times. He's not a great businessman. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He got $400 million from his daddy. It's all branding. He's not a good businessman. Same with Elon Musk, where he's committed fraud countless times. Countless times. Again, don't take my word for it. Go watch those Thunderfoot videos on Elon Musk and his business career. The guy's a fraud. The guy's an absolute fraud. And remember when he bought Twitter? Oh, Twitter needs to be politically neutral. We need to piss off the far left and the far right equally, and that's how we know we're doing a good job. And then what did he do? The exact opposite. Now he's campaigning for Trump 24/7, signal boosting, outright white nationalist garbage on everybody's Twitter timeline every single day. So yeah, he had this coming. He had this coming. And he is a fucking dipshit. He absolutely is a dipshit. I'm so sick. The saddest existence in the world is in the year of our Lord 2024 being an Elon Musk simp. That's the saddest a Trump simp is less embarrassing than an Elon Musk simp. Let's call a spade. Gave $75 million, try to buy the election for Trump. And by the way, he said to Tucker while laughing, like, how long do you think I'm going to go to prison if Kamala ends up winning? Meanwhile, he was also saying, oh, Trump's gonna save us from he's gonna release the Epstein files. And he's gonna release like the Diddy files. And it's like, motherfucker, Trump was friends with both of them. Trump's been on Epstein's plane. You know both of them. What are you talking about? There's no pictures of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, no evidence of them hanging out with Epstein or Diddy. Fuck are you talking about? Oh, I hate him so much. All right, I think I got one more here from Tim Walz. Let's get it.
He missed an opportunity, though. Being at McDonald's, he looks much more like Ronald McDonald and the clown that he actually is.
Gloves are off, bro. Gloves are off. They've seen the polls. They see the race is close. They see that the being defensive is not working. They're like, fuck it. Let's go balls to the wall. Fuck this guy.
Tell me you don't see this one coming from a mile away. And Ronald wears less makeup. You saw it coming.
The crowd is enjoying this, man. This is like a stand-up comedy routine. And by the way, this is what Trump used to do so well, is he would be funny in his rallies, right? And Democrats are usually like, let me read from my policy page and say Trump is bad. Like, and it was just not, it wouldn't hit. This is hitting.
That restaurant wasn't even open. It was a stunt. Fake orders for fake customers. They even staged the drive-thru. We know that. They won't let you walk through the damn drive-thru. We knew that. They saw that happening. But look, everything about this guy is fake. Everything he does is fake. Next, he's going to be telling you he's a cop or a construction worker. Because he dances to the Village People, so he knows the YMCA.
Okay, serious question. Did they recruit like some left-wing comedians to write this? Did they? Because I have never seen this from the Democrats.
I'll tell you this, though. That 5 minutes he stood next to the deep fryer, I'll guarantee you that's the hardest that guy's ever worked in his life.
True.
And that's not a joke.
True. God damn. I gotta go watch this whole rally. I mean, I'm only showing you 2 clips. I bet the whole rally is fire. So anyway, dude, they've changed their strategy. Ever since Kamala went on Fox News and absolutely ripped to shreds Brett Baier with his Botoxed ass face, they've been aggressive. They've been aggressive. This is good. This is a great trajectory that I'm seeing. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.